first things first, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. The reason why is because aside from me actually teaching you stuff that matters and helps you push the needle on your business, actually, aside from that, every week we pick one person that is both subscribed to YouTube and also comments on the YouTube videos. So one person every week wins a prize, and it could be you. There's no reason it couldn't be you. So that is the other reason that you do that. So let me go ahead and get off of here. What we're going to do this morning, you guys, is we are going to talk really quickly about what I needed whenever I first started out and that I didn't have it, okay? So we're going to get into that super quick. Carrie, I see you. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. So here's what it looks like. Hey, Michelle and Heather, I see you guys. Good morning. So good to see you. So whenever I first started out, some of you have heard my story about me putting together the desk. The very first thing that I thought that I needed was a desk, right? It wasn't a big fancy desk, although I did look at those and I was like, ooh, those look nice, but I couldn't afford them, right? So what I got was one of those plywood desks that come in like slabs and then you have to put it together and you're like, oh my word, what am I doing here? I am not a technician in any stretch of the imagination. I do internet stuff, not putting things together. So anyway, it was terrible. So I put the desk together. Now the top of the desk worked just fine, and that's great. I could see the plywood on the front side of the desk, which I'm pretty sure is not the way that it is supposed to go. Also, it had a drawer in it, and it did not open. So it was just for show, that handle on the drawer. Anyway, so that was my first thing that I thought that I needed, right? Like I need to be official and I need to have this desk. Now, could I have just used the dining room table? 100% yes. But it's my thing that I thought that I needed. What I really knew that I needed was a guide. What I really knew that I needed was somebody to just cut through all of the noise, all of the lies, all of the fakeness that was out there and say, Martha, I know you're not afraid of hard work. I know that if you are given the right instruction on how to do something, you can accomplish it and you can do it. Let me help you understand what the right thing is. That is what I knew that I needed. Because as I was sitting there and I was going out onto Google, I was like, oh my gosh, well, there's this person teaching this, and maybe they're the person to listen to. Maybe I didn't know any better. There was no way for me to know any better. And then I would see somebody else and then people would start coming through in my Facebook ads and I'm like, maybe that's the person. Maybe this is the person that can help me. Maybe this is the person. I don't know. They're all saying kind of the same thing. They're all saying the thing that they're going to be able to help me grow my business. Well, which one do I trust? Which one do I spend my money with? Which one do I trust? Who am I going to be able to be helped by? And so then I bought a lot of things. Right? I couldn't afford much, but I bought a lot of things. And I started listening to these different people and I was listening to what they were saying. And even whenever they were saying it, I had enough of an understanding in digital marketing, SEO, the World Wide Web. I had enough of an understanding that I was like, that doesn't make sense. And I also had enough of an understanding of human behavior and who we as people are, that I was thinking, I don't think I would buy from somebody doing that. So why do I think they would buy from me if I was doing that? Also, do I even want to do that? That doesn't feel comfortable to me. And that's what everybody was teaching, is stuff that did not align with me and did not feel comfortable with me at all. And then I was like, okay, well, I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to figure this out. So then there began the 10-year trek of try, fail, try, fail, try, fail, try, fail, try, win, 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 win. And now it's like DJ Khaled, right? All I do is win. But it took a lot of failures. And it's because, you guys, at the beginning, I didn't have that person that just came through on the internet that said, hey, listen, I know you're capable. I know you can do this. I can help you do this. That's what I didn't have, you guys, and I needed. If I would have had that, I don't even know where I would be today. Because I spent 10 years figuring it out on my own. Well, what if that learning curve was cut down to even just 1 year? Then the rest of the 9 years would be icing on the cake. Well, that's what I can do for you guys at this point. Because I've been through it, I've done it, I figured it out myself. I had to. It was that or give up. And I don't know if you know about me, but I'm not going to give up. And I don't think that you're going to give up either. But here's the thing is, how many people are you going to listen to tell you stuff that doesn't work before you decide to follow somebody that is actually doing it themselves? You see these huge names out there, people with like just massive audiences that are saying, do this and do that and do this and do that. And you're like, I don't even know if I can do, like, I don't even know what that means. I'm not sure what you're even talking about. Or you're making it seem a little too easy. How does that work for everybody? Those are all very valid questions. Very valid questions. So in HBR, what I teach is I teach what I have done, but you do it in your way. So what I give you is like the framework and the blueprint, and then you put in the blueprint to the house. You put in, what you want the aesthetics to be. You put in the countertops. You pick the cupboards. You pick what kind of doors you want. You pick the bed you want in there. You pick the couch you want. You pick the artwork that you want up on the wall. The structure is solid. The structure is stable. That is what I give you. And then you fill it in with your stuff, right? I give you a solid house. That's what you're not getting anywhere else. You're getting a solid wall of a house. Maybe, but you're not getting the whole house. The whole house is what's necessary to be able to build your business without ads, guys. And you can't go to people that are spending 50 grand a month on ads to find out how to build a business without ads. It doesn't even make sense, right? So anywho, what I needed at the very beginning, you guys, and then if you have questions, I'd love to answer them. From the very beginning, what I needed was somebody to just reach through the internet and say, listen, I got you. I got you. I know how to do this. Let me help you. Let me get your questions answered for me. Let me get you put together here, okay? If that's what you're looking for, my suggestion to you today, the next step for you today is Diamond Lane. You might be like, why didn't you just say HBR? Because you've already heard me say HBR a million times, and you may have a feeling one way or the other about it. You might be like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Okay, that's fine. If you don't believe that you're ready for it, no big deal. I'm not here to put you in any sort of virtual headlock at all. I'm here to help you. Diamond Lane is $97 a month. What you get for $97 a month is you get 8 group coaching calls. And if you're like, I need one-on-one, Martha, not group coaching. No, you don't. You need group coaching. Until you've been in one of my group coaching calls, you don't realize how much group coaching is superior to one-on-one. It is. Try it for 1 month and then tell me I'm wrong. You won't be able to. You learn so much more from group coaching. You grow exponentially in group coaching. One-on-one is an addition game. Group coaching is a multiplication game. One-on-one, 1 + 1. Group coaching, 1 times however many people are speaking in the group coaching program. You multiply your success in group coaching. You're talking about adding in one-on-one. I'm serious, for real. So in group coaching, or in Diamond Lane, you get 8 group coaching calls a month where I literally answer your questions. Now, outside of those, you might be like, okay, well, that's enough to make sense for $97 a month. But wait, there's more. Outside of that, you guys, what we have is where I do Q&As. So I will every other day, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday are group coaching. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do Q&As. There's a thread for you to ask your question if it didn't get answered in group coaching, or if you have another question you want answered by me. What you do is you put it in the thread. I go through the thread Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on a Facebook Live, and I answer the questions. They're there. I don't leave you where you have questions. If you want to look at my most successful students, ask them if they're in Diamond Lane. They'll say yes. Because it's that amount of access and ability to see me coach so often that you understand the program so much more, because you're seeing me coach from the program so much that you can't help but completely understand my program. You can't help it, right? So if you're in my program and you're like, I feel like I need a little bit more access, that's what Diamond Lane is for. If you're not in any of my programs yet, but you're like, I'd like to see how you coach. I'd like to see if you really are the real deal, but I don't really want to spend a lot of money. I totally get you. I am you. Okay. Then spend $97 on 1 month. Cancel anytime that you want to. Spend $97 on 1 month and see if you do not grow your business. Because you will. You can't help it. I know what I'm talking about. I know how to be able to grow a business without ads, you guys. I am what I needed when I was, 10, 12 years ago at this point. I am what I needed at that point. And now I'm reaching my hand back and saying to the people that sit there right now, I reach my hand to you and I say, listen, I got you, because I know nobody else does. That's what I suggest for you. The link is in the description of this video. Feel free to join Diamond Lane. We have a call today. You join today, you're on a call today. So there's that. What questions do you guys have? Crystal, good morning. Woo. Thank you. I spent lots of money and time before you, and now it feels good. Now I feel like I can build this like I wanted, taking care of people. Yes. You guys, I love you. I have to pop out of here. You guys have the best day ever. Bye-bye.